Welcome, everyone, to Rice-Eccles Stadium and one of the most intimidating environments in all of college football, mostly because the Utah Utes are always a handful. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. The Utes will put total leather and will get started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's James. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Tight end now in motion. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Got his man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run behind the big guys on the right.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Works the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
They'll run for it. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Utah Utes offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Turning it on. They finally get him stopped. And this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield. 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
And the Utes will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Oh, they're after him. He's got an open man. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Going in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Utes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Little touch pass to the receiver. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Oh, man, those are the ones you rewind back on tape over and over again when you watch this tape and you go, how did I miss that? He was so open. You have to hit those plays. There's nothing you can say positive about that.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to...
Makes the grab, he's got a first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll run play action. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Rojas. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Utes will send out the punt unit. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start off offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
It's a reverse. And the defense not fooled at all as they stop this play at the line.
It is so easy when you're a defensive player, when you watch a little misdirection of the ball go one way to turn and to run. That's not my job. My job is to stay home. The defensive did a good job of that. Defense stayed home, made the play.
Looking to fire. Finds a tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. They've got a third down and manageable from right around midfield. Offense changing the play. To the ground to try to move the chains. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Utes decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Going right to work up top. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. It's complete on the right side. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Salt Lake City. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think again, if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Utes line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Dude, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
The kick is on its way. And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Punt is on its way. Takes it on the return. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They'll leave it with him. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Scrambling away. Trying to make magic with his feet. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on 3rd. Bringing the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Rojas. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Handoff to the single running back. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up one or two.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Here's a heat. Fires toward the end zone. Got his man to the left. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Utes are moving quickly down the field. Trying to barge their way in. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And so how physical are you willing to be offensively at this point on third down coming up? Do you want to keep trying to run the football? I mean, you're right there at the goal line. How do you want to do it, though? You want to spread him out, maybe go zone read in the middle, give your quarterback the option to keep it? Or do you want to bring the big fellas in, go jumbo formation, and just try to impose your will?
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. There is a flag on the play, and if this is on the defense, guys, would you take the points off the board here? Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it one more yard to get it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes! On to attempt the try. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll send the tight end in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, They were all over him. Great job defensively, playing together as one unit on that one.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the tailback. There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, I think the running back is showing you his experience and his awareness. I love that run. Not so much about the game. I love the fact that he didn't run out of bounds. A lot of younger guys probably would have done that. You've got the lead here late. You want to bleed the clock. Really, really smart decision that time by the running back.
He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Houston is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 11 to Stanford. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Utes want to crank the tempo.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But
breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the left. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Bridges. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting. Defensively, you get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. So they're on the 1-yard line. The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Maybe you just try. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah!
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Winston. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the offense onto the field again. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the 4th quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a 2-possession game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got room at the 35. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football. setting your defense up for great field position.
Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. To the air on second down. Under fire.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Got it in the middle, it's Bridges. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. He gets out of bounds and, more importantly, picks up the first down. Clock stopped as the drive continues. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Plucks it out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
No gain on the play. Third down coming up.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the big fella. And that is how we will wrap this one up. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.